when helicopters descended on this house in Idlib, Syria last week, displaced families in the area were baffled and terrified. The next morning, many approached the scene to see what had happened.
I
live in the camp very close to here. We heard noise, and I could tell it was helicopters. I came here to find out what happened and saw the bodies of children and women.
American officials say civilians who died in the operation against Islamic State's leader on Thursday were killed when the intended target's suicide vest exploded. The leader was known by several names, including Amir Muhammad Saeed Abdulrahman al-Mawla, Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Qurashi, and Haji Abdullah.
And while the strong indications are here is that the lives taken in this operation, the lives of innocents taken in this operation, were caused by Abdullah and his decision to blow himself up.
He is blamed for the recent IS prison raid in Syria, which became a 10-day battle leading to the deaths of hundreds of suspected militants and more than 100 guards and prison workers. But officials of the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces who controlled the makeshift prison warned that an attack like this was imminent even before Haji Abdullah came to power. Northeastern Syria has several facilities holding tens of thousands of men, women, and children who surrendered when IS lost its last bit of territory in 2019. They are from dozens of countries, and all are held without charges. Squalid living conditions are only deepening the already deeply radicalized camps and prisons. SDF officials call the detention centers ticking time bombs. Many locals say the death of the IS leader may do little to mitigate this risk. But in Idlib, the last province in Syria still held by anti-government opposition forces, some observers say the death of the leader is, nonetheless, a boon.
I feel joyous because IS is one of the terrorist organizations that destroyed Syria's revolution. It is like a disease or a virus.
But others say that for civilians, the threat of IS has always been outmatched by the threat of international and local forces bombarding the group. Across Syria and Iraq, towns and cities remain in rubble, and it is unknown how many thousands of civilians have been killed by coalition forces fighting Islamic State.
We have been in danger and suffered from both sides. Children are particularly afraid. Even women are afraid. We fear the coalition planes with their missiles and their machine guns.
Like many displaced families, she says even more terrifying than the violence is the struggle to survive the extreme poverty brought on by the war. Heather Murdock for Mouneb Taim, VOA News, Idlib, Syria.